What do you do with like-minded people? So you connect. You have found like-minded people. What do you do with them? So I would distinguish two main things: the discussion part and the action part. Fundamentally, what you do with them is that you want to progress your interest or defend your interest, right? The same thing as the elites, the people who own the system, come together and pursue and progress their interest in the form of, for instance, adopting strategies, typical set of actions that progress their interest. You can do the same. There's a reason why you are actually joining like-minded people, right? And so, yeah, it's important to distinguish the discussion part, the talk part, and the action part. Because I realize that a lot of people find like-minded people, but they just talk. They talk, and they talk. And so nothing gets done. And people realize it actually sometimes. They know it, but still they are stuck in those groups. They don't know what to do. They've been there in the groups for some time. People are only talking. They don't dare to say, okay, guys, let's stop. What are we doing here? We are spending our time, but we are not producing anything. There's no outcome, and we're not changing anything. The overall trajectory is still the same, a trajectory of control, so it's not really useful. And so you wonder, what are you doing in those groups sometimes? So talk is cheap, action matter. So if you're gonna have discussion, because there will be some time dedicated to discussion, and that's normal, go into meaningful discussion. Don't reproduce the type of discussion we had in the society before, where it was mostly kind of lame discussion, bullshit discussion for part of those discussion. Go into meaningful question, right? And you need to ask the people, those like-minded people you meet, what do we want to achieve? And how do we want to achieve it? Ask them what success look like. What do you think success look like, right? And okay, so they start talking. Listen to them. And how do you think we can get there? What we should be doing? And so you will engage into meaningful discussion. You brainstorm with them about the solutioning part, right? What can we actually physically do to change things? And there will be awesome ideas, right? You want to capitalize on those ideas. You want to make sure other people hear about those ideas. You want to try them. And so when you think like that, you are actually starting to change things. And that's the key point, right? What else do you do with like-minded people? Well, you connect them, for instance, right? So some people are extremely good at connecting other people. And so you're gonna connect people. And so some people are connectors. So they know, they look at people and know like, oh, this lady, for instance, I need to connect her to this other lady there because there will be synergy, right? And so this is one of the activity you can do, connecting people, introducing people, growing the groups, growing the number of like-minded people. You will also skill up. As you guys interact together, you will benefit from the view, the perspective, the skill of each other's. And you will see it. So I have seen it in multiple groups, communities. People start to skill up. They get better and better at what they do. They have awesome ideas. They know how to put them into action. And they progress, right? They spend less time on discussion. The time on discussion is optimized and they go into action. The action part as well, right? What action can we do? it's for you to tell me what do you guys feel like you should be doing when you are with like-minded people. But if needed, have brainstorming sessions where you identify action that you guys can do. And there's nothing stupid, right? Just propose things, start to brainstorm. There's always a start to everything, right? So you don't need perfect solution, just throw stuff, see how people react and stuff like that. And if people are not prone to take action, but ask yourself why, right? Are they scared about taking action? Do they physically can't do it? Are they actually not wanting to change anything because they are satisfied with their life or stuff like that, right? It's possible that they have the right mindset. Their mindset aligned with you, but they are not prone to do any action. So from a behavior perspective, there's not much things. So what do you do with like-minded people? Hey, you want to work quite a bit on the behavior side, right? What do we do, right? And so you can organize yourself with those people as well, right? How do you interact with those people? Do you interact online, offline? Well, if they are all located online and not living next to you, it's very likely that you will need to interact online. But if they are located offline and live in your neighborhood, in your district, well, you have an opportunity to meet once a week, for instance, right? Or continue interacting. You can interact for part of your time online and the other part offline. So what do you do with like-minded people? It's for you to define it, but I invite you to do more into action. At the end of the day, never forget the outcome you are after and what you need to do to reach this outcome. Because it's easy to lose track of the outcome you are after and then fall into a situation where you just discuss with the people and nothing happened, nothing changed, the trajectory remained the same thing. And we really want to avoid this. So I'll be there to remind you the outcome that you are after. The outcome you are after, maybe human-centered society centered on the people and not on the elite. A society where you can thrive, where you don't have all those constraints of war, of food shortage, and this constant structure of control on you that benefit few leeches that constantly increase their wealth, their influence, and their power. This is what you are after. You are after a society, a context that really support your well-being, support the well-being of your body, of your physical health, as well as of your mind, right? So your mental health, right? You are after that. And this is something we can reach. Now, what do you do with like-minded people to reach this? And you don't need to find all the solution by yourself. You realize that a lot of people around you have good ideas. You just need to create the right context for those ideas to emerge. It's exactly what we do at Peopleizer. So this is no trivial topic at all. What do you do with like-minded people? I have seen hundreds of different actions, hundreds of different perspectives, behaviors, and so I cannot list them all there. I can tell you that there's behaviors and actions that are more impactful than others. And we do list this on the Fight Back in Peopleizer. But feel free to reach out to me or anyone on Peopleizer and discuss this topic, because you may have ideas, suggestions that we have not talked about but have value for the people. Thank you.